Hey, so today we're going to go quickly over how to install AutoGPT. So we're going to go to the repo and then we're going to clone it. To get started, you need to have Python installed and GitHub, some knowledge about GitHub. So we're going to do git clone and paste that, and that's going to create a fork or a clone of the repository in our local environment. And here we can see we have all of the files. So next thing is going to do pip3 install -r requirements.txt, and this is going to install all of the requirements for the AutoGPT model. After a while, this should have all of the requirements for you. And in the meantime, we're going to go to the platform.openai.com/account/API keys, and we're going to create a new API key. I'm going to delete this one after we're finished with this tutorial. But let's see. Now that we have it, so we're going to do code to open Visual Studio Code. And we're going to go to the .env template and we're going to rename it to just .env. We're going to go to .env and we're going to look for here where it says OpenAI API key. And we're going to paste that there. And after that, we should be ready to go. Python 3 -m AutoGPT. That's your command. And that should be able to run it. There you go. So we're going to give it a simple goal to say create an output.txt with the current date and time. And now we're going to let it run for a moment and see if it's able to do it. So AutoGPT is able to do simple tasks. It's not able to do very complex tasks. For example, writing to files or creating Python simple scripts might be something you can do. It can browse websites, it can go to hyperlinks, it can scrape some information. You can also create your own plugins and commands. As we can see right now, it's writing to a file, the output.txt. The current date and time is Saturday, May 13th. That looks right, so I'm going to say yes. And it's writing to the file, so that first task is completed. So from there, you can figure out what else you can tell it to do. Another suggestion that I have is that you can go to, after you have run it for the first time, you'll have your AI settings.yaml file, and here you will be able to give it a more specific description of what you want it to do. So this is automatically generated by their first run, but you can give it some tweaks. So let's create an output.txt. Let's call this file a docker.yaml with simple deployment script for a web server. And we're going to delete the rest of the goals here for this purpose. And we're going to see what it can do. I'm going to close this one out by pressing Ctrl C and do Python 3 -m AutoGPT. Use my new settings and let's just let it run. So to finish this off, we can check if the files were created by going to the AutoGPT directory and then AutoGPT workspace. And here you'll have the docker.yaml that we just made with the deployment of the web server and also the output.txt with the current date and time. So this is it. This is the first video of a playlist where you will be able to learn how to use AutoGPT. So make sure to watch the rest of the videos and follow up and keep up with all the changes because this is a very fast moving technology. Thanks again and keep watching.